Hi, Vishu. Glad to be a part of your YouTube channel, Visualism. In this blog, let's discuss about a common feeling, regret, that we see in many people around regretting about the behavior or actions that happened in their past. So, to begin with, Vishu, what exactly is regret in simple terms?
Hey, thanks, Archana. Thanks for being part of this blog. So pleasure to have you. So, regret is an unpleasant state of being where one is in conflict with self for one's actions or behaviors or choices or decisions from his past, his or her past, wherein one is feeling about something what has actually happened against thinking about what it could have been or what it might have been. So I think this kind of conflict will put one in a state of loss, feeling helplessness. I think that's how technically we can look at regret.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much, Vishu. But this answer of yours leads me to another question like, why do we regret in the first place?
So mostly it's inacceptance because we need
Mhm.
to understand human fallibility because our tendency to be wrong, our tendency to make mistakes. So I think our inability to accept this fallible dimension, what may put us at times in regret, because most of our perceived identity comes from our own actions or behaviors or choices or decisions and whatnot. And whenever there is an unpleasant outcome, that will pose a threat to our own identity. So I think that's where we are unable. It's our inability to accept us for who we are in our past. We tend to judge our outcomes, and also we tend to associate those outcomes in building a perceived image around us. That will put us in a state of regret. And also, if our perceptual view of the world is more idealistic, so we will not be able to embrace the reality for what it is.
True.
These also called counterfactual thinking, the contra thinking of contrary to facts in psychology.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's so it's our inability to accept for what may result in an inability. So that definitely makes sense. So what happens when we regret?
First of all, we need to understand regret is a function of the past because unless there is an
True.
experience, you don't have regret. And the second thing is regret is more of a denial of the past, wherein you are creating a residual within your own psyche, which is separated from the self. And that residual will keep conflicting your psyche. And eventually it results in dissonance, and that dissonance will obviously cost your overall well-being
True.
because you kind of getting stuck in a pattern of repetitive thoughts of that past life experience, which is technically called rumination,
Right.
wherein it's you become you will not be able to re-engage with the life in the here and now, and that will eventually get one in a state of depression.
Oh, so does that mean we should not regret and we should let go of the past?
Letting go of the past is like just flushing it, wherein you have not taken any sense of it. You have not made any sense of it. So we need to recall this line from Steve Jobs. One cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. Again, thinking backwards doesn't mean holding on to the past. Thinking backwards is neither counterfactual. It should be more of constructive and productive emotional processing of that past life experience, which is consuming that past with higher intelligence. Because as we evolve, our psyche at any given point in time is at a higher dimension to our past. So, given having said that, you will be able to make sense of the past, and you can have wisdom from it. With that, the future will get more clearer and better.
Great. So how do you think we can cope with regret, Vishu?
To develop self-awareness. Most of the times, our inacceptance comes from we not being fully aware of our own actions. The more we develop that awareness, the more we will be able to accept us for who we are from our past. And the more we introspect our life experiences and constructively process them, our emotions, that's when we will be able to integrate them into our psyche. Once it becomes integral part of you, you will let your innate intelligence to handle any such future similar experience in a much effective and better way. That's how you are healing that regret, with your wisdom. I think we need to have that growth mindset, with which you will be able to look at the fallibility as an
Mhm.
opportunity or scope to evolve towards higher wisdom.
Thank you so much, Vishu. It's wonderful input and great takeaways of to have this awareness and acceptance and where growth mindset towards one higher dimension and evolution. I think this is definitely a greater inputs to all our viewers. And once again, glad to be here with you in this channel. Thank you so much, Vishu.
Thanks, Archana. Thanks for being part of this blog. Uh, Pleasure to have you once again. Thank you.